All right, so hello again. This is going to be my LIN 578 homework submission for week 3. So knowing the psychographic characteristics of my audience would definitely influence my speech preparation on the two provided topics that we received. So specifically for the first example of discussing a study abroad trip with my students, if I were in the classroom, I think it would be very important to understand the values, needs, beliefs, and attitudes of the class. This is because due to these characteristics specific students would be more influenced to go compared to others based on how I deliver to them the message of going on a study abroad trip. So, for example, if I have a student who's very outgoing and active with a background in frequent travel, they would more likely be influenced to go on the study abroad trip if I approached it in a very lighthearted manner, right? Focusing on the large number of different activities a student can participate in if they go on the trip. However, if I have a student who is more secluded and does not come from a background of necessarily frequently traveling, whether it be by themselves or with their family, they would likely be more influenced to attend the study abroad trip if I spoke to them in more of a calmer manner, and spoke to them about the different types of content that maybe they could learn throughout the trip. As for the second example, knowing students' values is very important when discussing why they should purchase a MacBook over a PC. That's another definite. If a student comes from a background where name brand big ticket items are not necessarily important in their household, then it would not be smart for me to talk to the class about how the Apple logo on the computer makes it a better product because of its heritage that it comes with. However, if I have a student who believes it's really important to keep up with those big brands, right, and there's somebody who frequently buys the next big and important thing, that would probably talk about how Apple is synonymous with good products over other PC brands and why they should purchase a MacBook instead. So it is definitely very important to know the psychographic characteristics of your audience in order to influence the speech presentations that you make.